Hello folks, Jerry and welcome back to Racing Gals. Today we are going to be starting off another new series. So as you guys probably know, there are a lot of tunes for a lot of cars in Racing Gals, and it's basically the idea of this series. We're gonna take one car per episode and basically try to make the best possible 1650 tune for it. Why 1650? Because most cars in racing galleries can actually, achieve that rating, unlike 1663, for example, where cars below A class can't even reach that. So that's why I have decided that we're gonna make it 1650. And for the first episode, we have a Honda Civic Type R. This is basically gonna be a benchmark car, since it's maxed at 1650. So we're gonna go over to the tune of it and see if we have to even correct anything, and then I'm gonna have like 5 rounds, 5 on PC and 5 on my phone, and the best time is basically gonna go on the leaderboard, and eventually we're gonna be able to compare a lot of times on the leaderboard. So I think I explained that well enough. Well, I'm gonna have to rewatch that later, but anyway, we're gonna start off with the Civic Type R, as I said. So this car should have a turbo on it. So basically, I didn't even go over the tuning with this car, I just put NOS on it, so it could hit that 1650 rating. So we're gonna go over this real quick. And this car has a common sense tune, so some of the parts should be completely logical. On some, I will have to check, obviously. For example, this one is not worth it, so we're gonna put that off. Basically, we're gonna give the car, a fighting chance, even though this is not even close to, the fastest car in 1650. I think the fastest one with the world record for the 1650 is actually the Lamborghini Murcielago, which has been vaulted. So there you go. No, that's not worth it. We're gonna keep that on it. So yeah, it seems like the guy who actually tuned this car had a clue what he was doing, so that's good to know. There we go. Well, except for this. Hold on, so let me see real quick. Is it worth it? 2, 0, 3. I'm actually gonna go with B on this one, just because, well, I don't know, kind of got confused there. No, was expecting, that part to actually be on. Okay, what is this? Okay, never mind, I guess he didn't really know what he was doing. Wait, maybe it was turf tune, and I just ruined the tune. That's actually very likely. Since it was 1645 rated, well, that's gone now. We're gonna max it out as it, should be. So there we go. So yeah, usually cars with NOS don't really do all that well at, turf lobbies, but well, this car can't even reach the 1650 lobby. I think it's actually, I sold one max no NOS today, it was 1638, so yeah, not really all that competitive, but anyway, natural score. And because this car is D class, it can hit 9.7s, I think. We're gonna actually stick Pro A bottle on it, because otherwise it runs out of NOS after roughly 8 seconds, so 2 seconds would be without NOS, so that's why we're gonna stick that on there. And also this, we're gonna make sure that it has all of these parts as well. It doesn't really matter which parts, it just has to have arrow parts, so it actually loses some weight. There you go. That should be just fine. So there you go, that's the car. Now we're gonna go into a lobby and see how it compares. You can still see the rating there, 1645, from when I fucking started tuning the car. Okay, jump cut. So alright, it's time to go into a lobby and, well, kick some ass. So this car is actually not too difficult to drive. You have to drop launch the car as soon as the first light comes on. And after that, you have to shift as late as possible without hitting the rev limiter. So there you go. Now I'm not gonna be pink slipping on this, mainly because I don't want to lose the car. Holy shit, that's a super full lobby. Okay. Well, we can erase the M2 launch edition right there. There we go. See what he wants to do. So 5 rounds. Okay. not sure how I should do it on the phone, but I'm definitely, well, I'm very likely gonna get a better time on the phone anyway, so. Actually, where is my phone? Okay, it's in my pocket. Why is it in my pocket? I'm not away from home. I can just leave it there. Okay, so this guy, okay, apparently his internet is shit, or maybe mine went down. I don't think that's likely. Okay. Anyway, so let's see, some people trying to scam somebody in the chat, very likely. We're gonna go ahead and jump cut when I can actually get a race. Actually, never mind, we just found a bot. Well, actually 3 of them, so that's even better. So 5 rounds, okay. Now I don't want to actually put my headphones off for this, mainly because I need to hit. I need to hear when I hit the rev limit on this. Around 9k, okay. Okay. So yes, shifting was not really on point there. This car can hit 9.7s. Now, I would be very glad if I actually hit a 9.7. That's not very likely though. So this is the first one. I got a shitty reaction time, but it was a perfect launch, so there you go. Now, you know, I'm not gonna... If I get a shitty reaction time, that's still, you know, gonna go on the leaderboard with the time, you know. No messing around. So, okay, 1 bot left. So, let's hurry up then, before even this one's gone. Okay. Oh, and also, I mean, if you guys have some requests on which cards you want to see in this series, please make sure to comment them in the comments, obviously. I messed up the first gear. I know that that's actually something that I tend to do with CTRs, well, I used to anyway, back when I raised them on the Facebook version. Because this was actually, well, it still is a super common card for turf, so there you go, that's a bit better. Still not exactly a 9.7, not even close, I mean, shit. Well, the bot's still here, so that's all well and good. Actually, that's one of the new, what is it, 1Ms, I think. It was just released, kind of went to one of those. I'm gonna grab some before they are gone. Okay, third round, let's see what we can do. Ah, for fuck's sake. It's basically just a replay of the first run. Except that this one's gonna be a bit worse even. Shit, I need to do something with the blue stacks. I really need to do that. I don't know, I'm probably just gonna fucking stick extra 8 gigs into my PC and then, I don't know, I guess increase the RAM size of blue stacks to 8 gigs and see if that's gonna help. I mean, 8 gigs of RAM for a fucking virtual device, that's probably gonna be overkill. But who knows, it might help. Hopefully. Okay, so 3 rounds, 2 left. Okay. So let's try to get something going on here. 9.8 at least. That's not really gonna help. This can, you know, practice shifting. That's always good, even though this is... We only have 1 run left after this. But you know, we did get 3 perfect launches. Well, honestly, I'm not probably the right guy to do this series, but you know, I'm gonna roll with it anyway, because why not? Honestly, I can think of a couple of reasons, but you know, we're just gonna ignore that. Okay, so last round on PC. After that, 5 rounds on my phone, and it's gonna be much easier racing on there, I have a feeling. So let's race. Might be a 9.8. We are kind of lucky. It doesn't seem too great though. Nah, this is pretty garbage. Well, it's a 9.8 anyway, a very high one. With a better reaction time, I am very sure that we can get a low 9.8 on the phone. But I don't know. I'm probably just gonna, take some screenshots of, the runs that I do. Not exactly gonna, set up the whole fucking recording thing on my phone right now. Just gonna do some runs. So I'm obviously, not gonna record that. But anyway, let's see what I did on the phone. Jump cut. Alright, so it's been a couple of minutes. I did some runs on my phone, so here we are. And because I don't have any intentions of ever lying to you guys, I'm gonna be honest. I did more than 5 runs. However, I didn't get many perfect launches, as you guys might imagine. In fact, I only got 3 noteworthy runs, and because this is the opening episode, we're actually gonna go ahead and include all of the times that we got. So, as you guys can see, first off, this was the first run, me fouling, and then I might have forgotten to actually screenshot a couple of runs. But anyway, here's the second one. I got a really good reaction time, but I kind of wasn't really used to the car on the phone, and I got traction loss. Next up, this is the second best time that I got. It's actually a 9.8, and this is much better than what we got on BlueStacks. I'm gonna be honest, it's still pretty average for the CTR in 1650. So there you go. Next up, I think I messed up one of the gears here. I think it was a good shift at the beginning, so not really the best run. And next up, we have me fouling again. And the final run, that it's also the best one, was this one, 9.817. So this is gonna be the time that's gonna go on the leaderboard. I'm actually gonna put it right here. So there you go. So CTR goes on the board with a 9.817. So my thoughts on the car. This is one of the, well, this is actually the second or the third fastest D-Class car in the game. It's relatively easy to drive, but you might have trouble with launching it, since the amount of time that passes between the actual lights coming up, that can really mess you up. It definitely did on the phone, at least for me. So there you go. So yeah, 9.817. The world record for this car is 9.7 something. I saw people hit 9.79 9. So there you go. But I don't know, not really happy with this time. But from the 10 rounds or so that I had, could be worse. So thank you guys for watching. I'm Jerry. Please let me know what you think of this series as a whole, or the idea anyway. And if you have any more cut suggestions, please leave them in the comments. So my name is Jerry, and I'll see you in the next episode of something. Bye.